Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is episode 10 of my survival let's play series. I'm using a different mic because my external sound card broke and that's why I can't use my regular microphone. Today, I'm again in the transformed village to add more stuff to it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. First things first, I wanted to add some farms to the village so it's more green and more alive. I put down some dirt and then surrounded it with mud bricks and mud. Then I tilled the grass and put fences and walls around the farm, and lastly I planted some carrots on the farm. The next build is also a farm. Now it's gonna be a wheat farm and I'm building it next to the cows so they have something to eat. I'm also building it mostly because I don't want to fly to my main base for wheat and then back to breed the cows. I will also build a llama keeper on the other side of the farm so they are next to the farm so they can feed the animals. Next build is also gonna be a farm. Now it's gonna be a cactus farm so the camels have something to eat. I started by laying out the walls around the farm using cut sandstone and then regular sandstone. Then I added walls. And then I started laying out the cacti. Then I lighted up the farm using lanterns. And then I had the idea to replace some of the sand with rooted dirt so it looks prettier and more colorful than using just the sand. Lastly, I decided I want to add some bushes around the farm, so I took some azalea leaves and planted it around all three farms to add some color. I also used vines on the leaves and on the walls for more color. Currently, we have only 2 camels, and since we have a cacti farm to feed them, I decided to build a pen for the camels so there can be more than 2 or 3. I did the same thing as the cacti farm. I laid out the walls around the pen. Now using chiseled sandstone, cut sandstone and regular sandstone. Then I added walls, spruce fences like in the stables. And then I added mangrove fence gates like I have in the stables. Then I took the camels into the pen and bred them. Now we are finally moving out from the farms for now, because next build is gonna be another portal. I decided to place it behind the cherry blossom park or cherry blossom garden, and I found inspiration on Pinterest for the build I'm making. I also had the idea of adding water at the bottom of the build. I don't know why. I think it looks good. When the build was done, I added the obsidian, lighted up the nether portal, and then I moved the nether part of the portal so it matches the coordinates. Next build is gonna be 2 basic houses joined together. I was completely improvising on the first one, and then I pulled some inspiration from Pinterest again for the second one. I decided I want to use terracotta for the bottom part because just sandstone feels boring to me. The second house is made from granite and packed mud. And for the inspiration from Pinterest, I took this little tower with fancy roof. The next build I'm going to make is one of my favorite builds in this village because it's gonna be a frog keeper. First I made a pen for the frogs with a little pond inside, and then I made some sort of a hut out of mudded roots, and then these guys came to bug me, so I disposed of them. Then I used the mudded roots, mangrove roots, and moss to make this hut for the frog keeper. And I imagine him as some sort of insane villager that wants to keep frogs and breed them, but they keep running away, jumping over the pen and getting away into the mangrove swamp. So he can breed only the 2 on the leash. This next build is gonna be a tower for the villagers to watch the ocean for incoming ships. And I had this tower in my schematics for a while because I wanted to make a base out of it, but I decided to repurpose it for this village as a watchtower. I think it fits here nicely since it's made of the same materials you can find in mangrove swamp. Next is gonna be another farm. This time it's gonna be a beetroot farm. I decided to connect it to the house I made before, so it looks like the villager living in the house is taking care of the beetroots. And then I decided to add more market stalls on the square. I also had an idea of making a one big stall out of wooden mangrove or from wood and mud bricks, so it looks more grand and more, I don't know, stable, you can say. And then I added a bunch of tables and shelves inside. Next build is gonna be also a basic house, because I felt like there is not enough of them. I think there's currently 3 basic living houses in this village, so I wanted to add more. I decided to go off this rectangle shape, and then I added a square to make the house feel less boring. And then I added a staircase on the side, so you can have 2 stories. On the second story, I decided to add a pergola made out of extinguished campfires. Then I added some windows, and on the top of the second roof I decided to add a shade out of blue and white wool. And then I added some details. And the house was completed. The next house is gonna be a llama keeper I was talking about earlier. I decided to build llama keeper specifically because I had loads of trader llamas from wandering traders that spawned in this village while I was transforming it. I also wanted to add the wandering trader colors, so it looks like the wandering traders are breeding and keeping the llamas here to sell them to another wandering traders. This is the last build of this episode. Tell me in the comments which build was your favorite and what other builds you want me to add to this village. I will definitely come back to add more, but in the future episodes I would like to focus on other builds I have prepared for you. Now, let's take a look at how the village looks after I added the new houses. And how else than using replay mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the montage I prepared for you. Okay, that's it for this episode. If you like it, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more episodes, make sure to subscribe. I also made a TikTok account for my videos and I post some memes there, so if you're interested in that, make sure to follow my account, link will be in the description. Now, I've been MaraK, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.